Here's a cool bike that I picked up on the roadside years ago, maybe 2-3 years ago. I finally got round to, needed new tyres on it. The tyres were all old and perished, and it didn't have a seat on it. So I've put a more modern day banana seat on it that I had. Tyres, tube, got it running, and I'll just leave it ratty and rusty like that. And they're not worth heaps like the boys ones are, some of the boys ones, but a good seller, and it was pretty cool to find it on the roadside. Here's a cool item that I scored. We've got a 1930s Speedwell roadster or utility bike. Now, we did the search on the serial number, and I think it was like 1937 or 1938 or something like that. So definitely quite an early one. Made in Sydney by a company called Bennett and Wood. Also had a lot to do with motorcycle racing, that company, you might know. Still in its survived original condition, which is a very great way to find it. And if you can actually see, if it's going to focus on there, it says made by Bennett and Wood on there. Very cool old seat as well. Sprung front and rear. I mean, for something that's that old, it's still in very good condition. And there are its cranks with a brand that I haven't come across before. Utility, it says on the cranks. And you know the early cranks, because this outer chainring is removable, not just pressed on like the later ones. They look like BSA pedals on there. So that's a cool find. Love the old bikes. Here's a cool old men's bike that I got recently. Came out of a farm near Murwillumbah, northern New South Wales. I've just got it up and running, turned it into a rideable thing, just selling it in original condition as like a rusty rat rod, they like to call it. It's a Speedwell head badge there, and Speedwell logo there. Made by Bennett and Wood. Had another 1930s one in a video the other day. This one's probably more like 1950s or 1960s. I had to put a usable seat on there because the other one was totaled. Put some decent tyres on there, and changed a couple of tubes. Put a couple of usable pedals. These pedals are probably more like 1970s, but they got a reflector on there, so I thought that was good. Made in England on the cranks. And it's got the you can change the chainring on that, so it's probably more like 1950s. Also, it's got the little oiler down there into the bottom bracket. So anyway, it's up and running, ready to go up for sale as a rusty rat rod, and yeah, I reckon someone should like it. Looks cool. Pretty cool rocking motorbike. It's not a small thing. Someone might restore that for the kid or the grandkid. All made out of wood. Exhaust part seems to be coming off, but totally restorable. Even kind of looks cool just as it is.